Do you like this shirt? It's like a gorilla wearing a sailor's suit. It's pretty cool. I was just like, yeah, I'll totally wear that. Sorry, collect my thoughts. Oh, I got some stuff to show you. So yeah, I've been working a little bit. As you can tell, it's fully night. So like you can see these parts of these videos. It was blue sky. Then it went dusk, and now it's night. It's kind of cool, right? So you know exactly what's going down, and you can just look at when it was uploaded and be like, oh yeah, I was sleeping. But then now it's morning for you. It's almost midnight now. So yeah, you guys are probably going to work. Most of you. All of you. Who aren't here. Which is everybody. But you got to come. Open invitation for everyone. It looks like Victoria and I might be living together. Insert laughter there. That will certainly create some interesting situations. But what I've done there, basically, I was at Main and 41st. Look it up on Google Maps. Vancouver, Main and 41st, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, 41st is becoming a beeline, which means express buses every 2 minutes to the university and to Burnaby, which is like a suburb of Vancouver, to the east. And then UBC is the very west end of Vancouver proper. And then you have to the north, if you go and look at Stanley Park, which is downtown, if you're on Google Maps right now, you'll see downtown. It's a peninsula. And then, yeah, so then at the north end of downtown peninsula is Stanley Park, which is, you just look at the map, it's, what, I don't know, roughly 25% of downtown, something like that. It's a lot. It's huge. It's a huge park. Well, cool. We went into night mode because my motion sensor went off. It's kind of nice, though. I don't mind being seen, but it's just nicer this way. Right, what was I saying? So yeah, I was just at the station buying some water and, like, probably cigarettes because I'm smoking a lot right now. That's okay. I quit on Monday. I'm getting the mints again. I'm going to go for it. My goal is to quit by the end of the summer, but I really think I could do it by the end of July and, like, be pretty close by the end of June. I took a week off work just to relax and watch the World Cup. It was just like, I need stress leave. And I'll tell you why in a second. Oh, but just very quickly, somebody brought medicated gummies of an unknown origin and drugged the entire class, including me. That was my last day of work on Thursday. Yep. To me, it really tasted like, it really felt like THC. I'm still convinced it is. Buddy says it's called energy gummies from America, and his friend gave them to him in a glass jar. There's no package. They didn't give you energy. If anything, they made you drowsy. I couldn't even drive home. I could have, but I would have been on the hook for whatever mystery illness or substance I took under the guise of it just being simply a gummy. I'm like, what is that? I said. This is how the class started. 10:40 in the morning on Thursday. It was like, I was like, dude, what's in that glass jar, like a mason jar or whatever, on your desk? I thought it was marbles. It didn't look like candy, kind of. And he's like, it's candy. I'm like, oh, cool. Can I have some? Right? Because there was a lot. There's a glass jar full of them. And then, he's like, sure. So literally everyone in the class took one, I believe. Maybe some of the girls didn't. They're like, no. Like 2 pieces of candy is going to wreck your figure or something. I just don't get those people. Just eat the fucking candy or the chocolate. But just have like a really small piece that would be something like, I don't know, what, 75 calories or 50 or tops like 100. Literally like 1 square of chocolate. Just eat it. And then you'll feel happy and your brain will be like, I got that sugar I wanted. and I like chocolate, but let's just have a little bit. And then later you can have more because you just had a little bit then. And you satisfy your craving. And that's how you lose weight. I've lost 23 pounds since the beginning of... Well, a lot of it was mindset, so it's hard to say. But like when you physically started doing things, let's call it that. What is it? April, June? Is it June? June. Canada Day's coming up. This place is going to be dope. Maybe I could live stream Canada Day. That would be interesting. I have to get everyone's consent. I don't know. No, let's keep that private. Focus on the thing. Maybe I'll just do a couple short videos when we have a few beers. Because, dude, Canada Day? Yep. We're just like, it's our day, bro. It's like St. Patrick's Day or... Oh, that's actually quite useful. Or... I'm not even going to talk about the Americans because they're just so violent. And they're so violent just generally. The whole society is very violent. Very violent. Don't even have to explain that. Just going to get rid of these... I'll do it later. I mean, I just can't just leave. I'm going to... So, right, okay, no. You're like, get back to being drugged. It's like, yep. Sorry, I'm getting back to it. One buddy took 8. He must weigh, I don't know, 150 tops. He's like 6'3", beanpole styles. Asian. And they're just naturally skinny, a lot of them. Just because of their DNA and the way they graft all the time. And they value exercise much higher than in the West. We do value it, but people are just like, I'm too lazy. To what? To walk? You're too lazy to walk? You should probably see a doctor. That sounds like a psychological condition. So that's how I started losing weight. I'll get back to the gummies, don't worry. It's a long story. Just break it up and do it like... Ugh. I definitely put on a few pounds recently just because... a little bit too much beer, but not too bad. Because I convocated, so I celebrated. It was a bit of a celebration weekend, and then all this shit happened today. I must have burned a lot of calories today, but you don't see it for a couple days, right? I put it in like a 12-hour shift today, literally, because it's midnight, and I started at noon, and I'm still doing... I'm done now, but I'll show you in a minute. I put in a 12-hour shift of like physical labor. But it wasn't all like super physical. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of traveling and walking and a little bit of running and lifting and more walking and some digging. So that's all you need. So just start gardening. You want to lose 10 pounds? Let's get a little plot. You could just go to the forest. What are the people going to stop you? People are like, what the fuck are you doing? You'd be like, I'm just planting a flower bed. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, all right. Just take a couple tools. You don't need much. Basically, just a shovel. But there's obviously every tool has its purpose, but you don't have to break the bank. You probably get like a fucking pretty decent $25 shovel from Canadian Tire. I'm going to do a whole thing on Canadian Tire and just explain it to you. For everyone who's just like, what is it? And if you want to find out now, go to canadiantire.ca. You can order online. I don't know if they do international, but why wouldn't they? Well, it might be. It would be redundant, but perhaps not, because they have so much shit. Like, you wouldn't get a shovel from them. You just go get a shovel, but they have so many little products that you just use all over your house. Like, very quickly, like load-bearing Velcro. I'll show you some in a minute. I'll try to cap this one at 10-ish. Yeah, load-bearing Velcro is extremely useful. Extremely. You just have these little knickknacks kind of lying around your, your kitchen or whatever. Like even just like loose cords from like your toaster and stuff. Just wrap some load-bearing Velcro around the cord, and then you can just run it on the wall. And you can get the color to match your wall so it doesn't even stand out. and then you can just maximize the efficiency of your little space or your big space. But if you have a big space, you probably don't even fucking care. What's this? Oh, okay. Network not available. It's probably a good network not available. Probably a good place to stop it.